Hello, everyone. It's Will and Barry, and we've decided to start the most amazing NFT music series called Elements of Music NFTs. This is the pilot episode where we're going to be breaking down all of the technical side of music NFTs, the elements that you need to know when it comes to offering your music as NFTs. Barry, are you excited or what?
I'm so excited. This is a start of something cool. So I can't wait to get right into it.
Guys, we've just prepared a few certain aspects of music NFTs that we're going to be able to go over and bring a lot of value in this show. So this is the first episode. We're going to do a brief overview of what we have. And then from there, just kind of dive into each topic. In future videos, you'll see some titles of each topic relating to certain parts of music NFTs. We're going to be going over the offer, the platforms, the royalties and revenue, how to make your NFTs stand out, as well as sync licensing and things like that. Barry, what do you think is going to be the most interesting thing about doing this?
I think this is great for people like musicians and people that want to get into the space but are really just kind of unsure where to start. And there's just so many different elements of music NFTs, which is why we wanted to do this series of videos, really. So we can be covering various things such as the secondary market and all different aspects of music NFTs that people need to know about, and that there's not really much information out there regarding these topics. So make sure that you subscribe to our channels to be kept updated.
Yes, guys, subscribe down below to stay up to date with the music NFT industry. And hopefully you're able to be in a position where by listening to this, you're able to take your music from your creation and from how it sounds and actually be able to monetize it through NFTs. That's our goal, to help out the small musicians and big musicians. And so getting started, we have kind of an outline of some things we're going to talk about. You want to go over that, Barry?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to start off. We've got the secondary market to cover for platforms that actually offer a secondary market that allows people to actually resell music NFTs if they've been like onboarded with one. So if they've purchased a music NFT, they can hopefully make a profit if they want to flip it and sell it on the secondary market. So that's one of the items that we'll be covering.
It's not just something you stream, but something you actually buy and you can resell. That's something that we're going to have to dive into. And we have a few specific parts of the secondary sale that are important to know. And one of those things is just platforms like OpenSea, which is one of the most popular, gives you the chance to capitalize. I mean, like, get paid a second market sale. So when that NFT song that you sell, if someone buys it and then they sell it because someone else wants to purchase it, so they sell your NFT again. Let's say they sell it for $100. That NFT, you might have specified as an artist, I'm going to get 15% of that second sale and any other sales after that on my NFT that I created. So yes, the person made a profit selling your NFT, or maybe they didn't, but either way, the purchase price, some of that is going to go back to you as an artist. And it's a really good system. Not every platform has it fully ingrained in their platform, but it's one of the main advantages of having NFTs as an artist is, like, for example, Tory Lanez, when he did his NFT drop, he actually sold like $1 million in a couple hours, but it wasn't the initial price. The initial price, they were $1 for each NFT. But what happened was, as soon as they were purchased, they were getting resold on the market. And every time they get resold, he would get a second market royalty that would go back to his wallet, where he is the owner of the NFT from the beginning. And all of the second market purchases and sales and transactions, he got a percentage of that. So that's what we're talking about when we say that. That's something that we got to dive into for the platforms, so you know how that kind of works.
So another item that we're going to discuss in these episodes is unlockable content, and that's a huge opportunity to put like added value onto music NFTs. So a lot of the platforms don't actually allow you to download an MP3 of that NFT. People presume that that's the case, And then they purchase the music NFT and they're like, okay, so how do I listen to this? I own it, but how do I actually listen to it? So in the unlockable content area, when you actually mint your NFT, when you put in the settings on, say, OpenSea, then there's an unlockable content box that we're going to cover, which basically means you could put in, say, a download link so that people who have purchased that music NFT can actually download the song. But also that could open up, say, a vault. There's just so much possibilities because it's an open text field box that you can put anything you like in terms of that unlockable content.
And it's not limited to just the song. You can make it anything. It could be you get this NFT and you get access to maybe a group, or you have certain merch access, or could be a concert. Some artists are using them as, when you have the NFT, yes, it's a collectible of the song, but it's also a ticket to get into any of my future concerts. And having that unlockable field available, it's more than just that. And we have a few other avenues where we might see some advances happening in the industry when it comes to unlockable content. We're really excited to cover those.
So we're also going to cover different types of music NFTs. So that could be maybe one-of-one unique music NFTs, which is really cool, but only one person will be able to purchase that music NFT because it's a one-of-one. And that doesn't open up much possibilities, but you can obviously add more value. That's worth a lot more money than saying having multiple NFTs. It could be part of a collection. So maybe you've got an entire album as a collection, and maybe each music NFT is one track, for example. It might be a generative project. So there's different versions of say, the same track, but maybe the image is different. So a lot of more kind of generative stuff with that. And also dynamic, which I've recently done a video regarding, where you could have like scuff marks on the vinyl. So the more times that it sells, maybe the more scuff marks goes on there. And obviously to do that can be quite complex, but we're going to be discussing those kind of topics in terms of the different types of music NFTs.
Yeah, so as much as there is, you have your initial offer, and you have, whether it's an album, a single as an NFT, or maybe it's an album, and each song in that album, if you click on that song, you're going to see multiple copies of that song that are available as NFTs, let's say. But even with the offer, and aside from that, there's certain factors that could go into the offer that are time related or transaction related. So maybe the longer that this NFT is held, the more things that you'll unlock, or the more that this NFT is sold and resold, the lower the quality goes, or certain things happen with each resale. And those are all part of kind of the fun and the utility and kind of the journey that you can attach to each NFT, which is something we're really excited to go over as well.
Absolutely. So there's just some examples of what we'll be discussing about in terms of the elements of music NFTs.
Another really interesting aspect of the music NFTs that artists are able to benefit from and add some more value with to their music offer is, yeah, they take the song and they put it as an NFT, but they also put the song out on Spotify and on YouTube and SoundCloud and Apple Music. And the benefit of buying the NFT is that the owners can receive some of the streaming royalties and revenue that the artist receives from the streaming. So the advantage of holding is that they get paid those royalties of the song that they own as an NFT. And that's something we'll have to go into, Barry.
Oh, it's exciting because I've been looking into that myself in terms of my music. It's such a different kind of offering. You know, to offer a music NFT is one thing, but to actually generate an income. Now, we know that streaming services don't pay that much unless you blow up, but there's so many advantages to actually doing this from my point of view. All of your people that invest in your music NFT will want to help promote the song because they know that they'll get more streaming revenue for that. So it just opens up more possibilities for the buyers, you know, and it just rewards everybody. So yeah, we'll definitely look into that one.
Definitely. And some small artists might be like, well, I don't have that many streams. I don't think it would be like, how is that good for a small artist? You have to have volume. You have to have a lot of streams to be able to provide any value with the NFT. But that's where, how roadmap with that NFT song will make a huge difference, because the small artist could say, yes, maybe I only have 1,000 or 2,000 or a couple thousand streams on Spotify per month, but when this NFT is sold of these songs for sharing the royalty revenue, I get some upfront money from the NFT as an artist, and then I can use that money to go do some more marketing for the music. And then also the people buying it are going to be incentivized. So it adds this flywheel that really can help grow the streams, actually. So even if you're a small artist, it can still work very well.
Yeah, I think so. And obviously those fans will be listening to that track as well, right, on Spotify, because they know that they'll be rewarded for that. So I just think it benefits everybody. But also the artists are getting the initial investment back straight away for that track. And I think that's a huge thing, because you could charge, say, $50 or something per music NFT that allows this streaming revenue, or maybe you do $100. But that's a lot more money than what you would have typically have got with streaming revenue. You might have put it on Bandcamp, but chances are you wouldn't have made that money up front in the traditional way of doing this. So that's why me and Will believe that music NFTs are the future for artists.
Yeah, that's where where the fans become the label.
Yeah,
and that great advantage. That's great. Can't wait to go over that in future episodes, Barry.
Yeah, me too. Looking forward to it. So make sure you subscribe to our channels. There's myself at NFT Music Info, and yourself, Will.
Yeah, subscribe down below. Make sure to stay up to date with some of these aspects of the music NFT space. It will really help out with your music and add some more value to your knowledge. I mean, it'll just give you more knowledge about the NFT music space. And I mean, Barry, I think we can both agree, if you're a musician in 2022, you have to know about music NFTs. I mean, you have to at least do some research about the blockchain and crypto. Because we're early, it's easier to learn now. And then when it starts to pick up, you already know, versus, it's picked up and then you have to go and try and learn it. And it's hopefully going to put a lot of artists, much further along by us doing this series. So I'm really grateful that we're able to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Likewise, I'm looking forward to it.
For our own music too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Excellent stuff. So take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you on the next video, and we'll as well, and we'll catch up again, and we'll carry on with the topics that we've talked about.
Sounds good. Subscribe down below, guys.
Take care. Bye.